Calls for Minister Bathabile Dlamini to be fired. She may face perjury charges for misleading the court. The Constitutional Court has ruled she must pay 20% of Black Sash and Freedom Under Law's legal fees stemming from the SASSA social grant saga. Well, SASSA and its CEO are liable for the balance, which will ultimately be covered by the taxpayer. ENCA's Slindelo Masikane has the story.
In what the Constitutional Court has described as a sorry saga, former Social Development Minister Bathabile Dlamini has been ordered to pay back some of the money.
The inquiry took place.
The judgment was not only unanimous, it was also scathing. Relying on a report compiled by Judge Bernard Ngoepe, the court found that Dlamini had withheld information.
Just answer the question.
Ikekela ekuthini kufuna ukuphushwa kumina yonke into ekade yenzeka.
She had also failed to disclose to the court that she not only constituted parallel work streams to move payments of social grants, but that they also reported to her.
The inference that she did not act in good faith in doing so is irresistible. At best for her, her conduct was reckless and grossly negligent. All that is sufficient reason for a personal costs order.
So how much will the former Social Development Minister have to pay?
It's really difficult to quantify at this point. I mean, it requires the attorneys and the advocates sitting together and pulling timesheets. And so at this point, it's 20% of that, and I just couldn't give you a figure, even a ballpark figure, I'm afraid, at this point in time.
The Black Sash Trust, which spearheaded the application, says this judgment holds power accountable.
This court judgment sets a precedent for any and every other department where power is being misused, where upholding the principles in terms of our constitution are not taken into consideration in the manner that they should be. So the judgment and what has come out of that will actually serve as a deterrent.
The Minister of Women's political career hangs in the balance as opposition parties now want Dlamini to be held politically accountable and be dismissed from cabinet.
Accountability now shifts from the court back into President Ramaphosa's corner. What will he do to Bathabile Dlamini? Will she remain a minister, or is this the final end for her? She must really be held accountable for really putting the lives of millions of vulnerable South Africans at risk.
Dlamini won't be commenting on the judgment until her legal team has read and studied it. The SASSA scandal nearly caused a national crisis that would have seen social grant payments to millions of South Africans halted. Slindelo Masikane, Johannesburg.